Hello, Internet. We are back on BattleSpot, and yep, this is actually BattleSpot recorded in the past for your viewing pleasure right now. Because obviously the VGC BattleSpot ladder is down now, so yep, recording some stuff, and this is going to be the last week of BattleSpot from my channel. So as a way of just saying thank you to this Gravity team, as this is where it sort of all started with capture cards and BattleSpot for me. Let's finish off with this team as well. On Monday we did get a bit lucky in the game one. We got some freezes and we lost the second game to a guy who had a pretty high rating. Still think that game was a bit winnable though, but this guy also another high rating, so let's see if we can claim some of his points. Let's see what we can do. No Smurgle, which is really nice as well. So so I'm going to go with Sableye Salamence here with Whimsicott and Groudon in the back. The worry is if he leads Kangaskhan Xerneas, and the worry is if his Ditto is Choice Scarfed, which it could definitely be. So those are my worries. If he leads, anything but Kangaskhan Xerneas, I'm happy here. So we'll see. Be nice to claim some points in a legitimate manner. Okay, yeah. So, tell me, how's life without a VGC ladder on BattleSpot? Next week, as you'll be watching it now, people will be travelling to Worlds. I'm expecting people are just going to be doing their practice on Showdown. Where else can they? Aside from just within friend circles and whatnot. We'll see what do we lead here then. That looks like, okay, Kangaskhan and Cresselia, which is not the worst for us, obviously, but it's probably up there with maybe the second worst lead that he could have had for us with this lead. So I'm actually just gonna taunt the Cresselia and Mega Evolve and Protect here. I don't need Gravity this turn, and if the Cresselia isn't Mental Herb, it's probably got Icy Wind. But if it's not Mental Herb, then it does stop him going for any potential Trick Rooms, which he might do. Actually, he just goes for a scrappy fake out into Saber, which is fair enough. I don't mind that too much. And it is Icy Wind, okay. So Salamence is definitely faster than the Kangaskhan. And I don't know, a double edge and Icy Wind might knock the Salamence out. I don't think there's any reason really to taunt the Cresselia here. We're not that threatened by it, to be honest. If I Gravity, Salamence goes down, I get a switch into something else. I need Sableye to go down, really. After getting it, this is like the worst thing about this team. Like, I need Sableye to go down as soon as it gets Gravity up. It really is the downfall of this team. So I think we will Gravity, and I think we'll just get some damage off. Just Hyper Voice. I suppose we could have Tailwinded, but getting damage off is maybe a bit better. We'll see. We'll see how much it does to the Kangaskhan. Hyper Voice does a nice amount to the Kangaskhan. That actually puts it in Precipice Blade's range, which I'll definitely take. Well, his own double edge recoil probably would have done that anyway. I'm losing Salamence here, but it's not the worst. Actually, Salamence hangs on, which is fantastic for us. I think, or is it? You can just still Icy Wind and double into the Salamence, to be honest. I could try and quash the Cresselia, but he would still just be able to double edge into the Salamence. As I am at reduced speed now. I don't think he'll Sucker Punch because I can Tailwind here. So I'm not entirely sure what to do, to be honest. I don't really want to bring either of these Pokemon in on an Icy Wind either. Icy Wind is not something this team likes playing against. So I guess we will just sort of taunt the Cresselia, and no, we'll just in case he does Sucker Punch the Salamence, we will try and Tailwind here. It actually withdraws the Kangaskhan. Well, we're getting our Tailwind then, so that's Xerneas coming in as well. So presuming he's going to go for an Icy Wind here, he might not, but you know, hopefully he does, because then we'll get a free switch into Groudon, and we will be in Tailwind with Gravity up also. So yeah, he does Icy Wind. I suppose I'm not entirely sure why he withdrew the Kangaskhan. He was intimidated. Maybe he just thought that he would get the knockout with his Cresselia anyway, so he didn't need to leave that in. I think I've got to put Groudon in, really. It's a shame that I can't stop him from Icy Winding, because that is going to be the real downfall of this. And I can't bring Whimsicott in now for Sableye, just in case he goes for like a Dazzling Gleam and an Icy Wind, and that will knock, I'm sure, would knock out my Whimsicott as well. So maybe we taunt the Xerneas and Swords Dance here. I think we need the Swords Dance. If he does knock out the Sableye this turn, then we will get a free switch into Whimsicott. It's just the problem is that Gravity's ending soon. That is the issue. And he does actually Dazzling Gleam, so you know, in a way, yes, we've got Whimsicott in now. Downside is Gravity will be ending very soon. It's got Trick Room as well. Okay. Well, I did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. Groudon did Groudon take an Icy Wind? I mean, yeah, I know that we've got Tailwind up now, but did Groudon take an Icy Wind? Not entirely sure. I think he'll protect the Xerneas and maybe not, and bring in his Kangaskhan. If he Icy Winds now, then my Tailwind will end before his Trick Room ends, and I'll be able to take advantage of his Trick Room. So that last turn was turn 1 of Tailwind. This is turn 2 of Tailwind. I can double protect on the last turn of Tailwind, and then use his Trick Room against him. This is potentially going to knock both of them out, but maybe not the Cresselia. It actually does. Okay. So, well, we're bringing this closer now. So, Kangaskhan on lowish HP, and probably his Groudon. I will be double protecting here. That is his Groudon. I will be double protecting. But we are at minus speeds now. He did Icy Wind us, so I suppose this is a little bit of a clash of interests, really, having both Icy Wind and Trick Room. Like, yeah, it worked out for him because we got Tailwind up, but this is our last turn of Tailwind, so we can just double protect out of this. Then we're still in Trick Room, and we are at reduced speeds because of his Icy Wind, and Groudon will be the fastest thing on the field. If he power-up punches himself here, then good for him. Yeah, so we can Encore him into that potentially. And he does Precipice Blade. So Tailwind ends, Gravity ends, so we could miss. But yeah, I mean, Encore. And we have got 2 Icy Winds on us here, haven't we? I think. So we should still be the slowest thing on the field now. I think. We'll see. I mean, there is a 15% chance Precipice Blades will miss as well, which is obviously very scary. He could protect his Groudon, but if he does, he's just lost the game because I can Encore him. So unless he is like absolute minimum speed Groudon and Oh, well, there we go. He's lost the game then because I've got Encore. If he's absolute minimum speed Groudon and I am mistaken and I've only got a 1 speed drop onto Groudon, maybe his Groudon might have been faster. But, yeah, because he protected there, game over. So, I'll take it, definitely. After the first few turns, it looked actually pretty against me. I'm a little bit surprised to have won this game, but that is the power of this team. I guess. Encore, press the plates, and it's over. Yeah. Yeah, and he forfeits. Okay, so, you know, even if we lose the next game, then we're still just breaking even. And to be honest, you know this team, I know this team, everyone knows this team. It's a pretty old team now as well. I mean, it can still work, obviously. I can still win some games with it, but this isn't going to be the team that wins Worlds, unfortunately. You know, if it does, then I will eat this hat, you know. Yeah. So we'll see what happens in this last game. Hopefully someone else with a high rating, because, you know, it's nice to you know, steal their points, see if we can actually ladder a little bit. But you know, like I was saying, this is just like a hurrah for BattleSpot pre-Worlds 16, and a thumbs up to this team for you know, really helping us out when I first got the capture card from Duncan as well. You know, this is, you know, my capture card now, so no worries of having to give it back one day. But this is okay. This is the sort of team that I can see people are using a lot of in Worlds. Groudon Xerneas, I think, is going to be huge there, with just a few tweaks. So, you know, the Zapdos could be interesting. You know, maybe it's got Roar, maybe it's got, you know, it probably has got Tailwind. You know, probably not Hidden Power Water on this team, but it's got options. But I mean, I suppose I should just treat this like any other Big Six team, I guess. But that's never straightforward either. I'm going to be leading either Sableye and Salamence or Sableye and Gengar. The question is, does he lead with his Xerneas or not? Because if I go with Gengar and he leads with Kangaskhan and Groudon, then that would not be good for us. I'm actually going to go with Gengar in this game. Let's see if Gengar can do some work for us. Definitely want Whimsicott, definitely want Groudon. And let's see how we go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you know, hope you're still enjoying BattleSpot. You know, I don't know how many other people on YouTube will be, you know, doing what I've done and actually backed up, you know, lots of BattleSpot lives. I mean, I've taken quite a bit of time out of life to do this, so you know, hope you like it. Kangaskhan is probably Scrappy here. Smeargle could be Mental Herb as well, which would be nasty. He could Scrappy fake out the Sableye. So I'm going to try and taunt the Smeargle. I really do expect this to be Mental Herb though. I'm going to trap him in, and I'm going to try and Hypnosis his Smeargle. I know we've not got Gravity, but it does avoid the Sucker Punch. And if I trap both of them in, like, if it isn't Scrappy, then, you know, fantastic. They have no offensive pressure on us. But I don't know. I mean, it's tricky, this. It is tricky. Like, I don't want to just protect Gengar and he uses Fake Out into the Sableye, which I think there's a good chance he will do, but he doesn't. So maybe this is Mental Herb Smeargle. And if it is, then, you know, again, oh dear. Yeah, it is. So we're going to go to sleep here. Probably, yeah. And none of them avoid. Okay, yeah, so this is nasty. Really nasty. So he's trapped in. Like, his only offensive pressure is with his Scrappy Kangaskhan, but a Double Edge might knock out Gengar, you never know. But I mean, we've got guaranteed sleep turns here. So actually Gengar does as well, yeah. So it doesn't matter what we do. Could switch, but don't want to because it's probably just going to Dark Void again. Just need to hope that Sableye wakes up and I can get a taunt off onto the Smeargle. If I had known, like if this was a best of 3 and... Ooh, that's close. If this was a best of 3 and, you know, I learnt... Oh dear. Okay. Well, we can't taunt that Smeargle now. Yikes. Okay, she called Smeargle. Okay, so we can't taunt that Smeargle. Did not expect that. Nice to see the animation, I suppose. Not something you see every day. Yeah, like I was going to say, if this was a best of 3, then I would learn, yeah, okay, it is Mental Herb, and I could just lead with something like, you know, maybe even Groudon, and just knock it out in one hit. The Salamence, more likely, and I could knock it out in one hit as well. Maybe I'd lead something, you know, 2 things that could protect. Maybe I wouldn't lead with Sableye. Yeah, I don't know. I would have played it differently, knowing that was a Mental Herb. But what did I do this turn? Could put Groudon in, could put Whimsicott in. I think I've got to go with Groudon, unfortunately. Not going to get Gravity this game. Gengar has only got a 1 in 3 chance of waking up here as well. He could Wide Guard. Could Crafty Shield if he's got that. He could Sucker Punch the Gengar. Don't know if he would though. I'm actually going to Swords Dance here and Sludge Bomb into the Smeargle. This is like, at this point I feel like my back is so far against the wall, I need to do something like this. I'm not sure if he will Sucker Punch the Gengar here, I don't think he will. So if I do wake up, I'll get the knockout onto Smeargle. I think he might Mega Evolve and attack the Groudon, but even if he doesn't Mega Evolve and just tries to double edge the Gengar, then I'm getting a Swords Dance, and then I've got Whimsicott next turn. So we'll see. I mean, this could just be an awful failure, and chances are it's going to be an awful failure, but at least we got to see Sheer Cold. Yeah, nice, isn't it? Kangaskhan does Mega Evolve, which sort of leads me to think, well, not much. He could still be Sucker Punching the Gengar here. We'll see. Gengar does stay asleep, so he doesn't Sucker Punch the Gengar, so I got the predict right, and maybe, and there's no Wide Guard either, so he is probably just Dark Voiding here and attacking into the Groudon. So, I would, ooh, he's Power Up Punching. What, himself? Or, no, my Groudon. Okay. Okay. If we avoid a Dark Void, then we're not doing too badly. But we don't. I don't know, I just thought that he might Wide Guard that turn. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? Well, there you go, Mental Herb Smeargle. Doing what it does best. Evasiveness Rose, that's nice. And now the Kangaskhan is free to just attack the Groudon, really. I can't wake up, so I've got to just hope Gengar wakes up and I get a Hypnosis onto his Kangaskhan. Groudon stays asleep. Gengar does wake up. And we missed the Hypnosis. Okay, and the Sheer Cold actually onto the Groudon as well. So, that wasn't the worst of turns for us. I'm surprised he didn't, well, maybe I'm not surprised he didn't Dark Void there, but now I am going to Precipice Blade, definitely, because I can wake up and go for the Hypnosis onto the Kangaskhan, but, I don't know, if he's got Follow Me, he could just go for a Follow Me and just attack into the Groudon here, so maybe I could protect the Groudon and Sludge Bomb into the Smeargle. Let's do that. I'm going to try and protect the Groudon and Sludge Bomb into the Smeargle. So we do wake up. We do get the protect. He might have, like, I've not really been paying attention to too many Moody boosts. I know he's got an evasion boost. I don't know if he's got any, special defense boosts. But yeah, we made the play. We got the call right. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's probably the most satisfying thing, isn't it, really? Not really, no. Winning's the most satisfying thing. But but we got the call right. I played him. I got the call right. He did just attack into the Groudon, so I woke up, I got the protect. If the Sludge Bomb would have gone through and hit his Smeargle, you know, without all those evasion boosts, Would have knocked it out if he didn't get any special offense boosts. I'm not 100% on that. But if he did knock it out, we would have been in a much better position because not sure he had anything in the back that would outspeed Gengar, really. So I could have, again, gone for a Hypnosis onto the Kangaskhan. If it had hit, we would have been in a really good position. So we've been a bit unlucky here. Yeah, because now he really can just attack, just double edge into the Groudon. So maybe I do need to double protect, and rather they would just Gengar can't wake up this turn. So okay, we get that. So we'll see. I mean, it does mean again next turn we do need Gengar for the first turn wake, and we do need to hit the Hypnosis. So evasion again. He didn't follow me though. He did actually sheer cold. So again, I mean, so many dice rolls. So many dice rolls in this game. Precious Blade. Hypnosis. So 1 in 3 chance I wake up. 1 in 2 chance I hit the Hypnosis. If I get both of those, fantastic. Gengar does wake up. And we do get Hypnosis. What is going on here? Can we hit this Precipice Blade? If we can, I would be amazed. Oh. Will we get the Kangaskhan? Wow. If we had hit that Precipice Blade onto the Smeargle there, we would have been in a decent position to win this game. Because we have got Whimsicott in the back. And he's probably got, what, his Xerneas and Groudon. You know, boring stuff like that. Stuff that Groudon can just plow through. So, wow. Wow. I actually brought this to a position that could have been winnable, definitely. I'm pretty sure he's had 2 evasion boosts. Evasion fell there, but it's too late now. He actually sends in his Xerneas. That's interesting. So, what are you going to do? Geomancy? I mean, yeah, we can't wake up. It's such a shame that we didn't hit that Precipice Blade. Maybe he hasn't brought his Groudon then. I don't know. I mean, we can't wake up, so it doesn't really matter what we do here. Maybe he's just going to go for a Dazzling Gleam and knock out the Gengar. He's probably going to go for a Sheer Cold onto the Groudon, just as a bit of a punt to try and knock it out. But I don't want to bring Whimsicott in on a Dark Void or a Dazzling Gleam. So, asleep, and Sheer Cold, Groudon avoids. Groudon is actually faster than his Xerneas, so he's probably going to Geomancy here. Yeah, he does. Okay. Wow, this has been a pretty remarkable game, actually. You know, all this clawing back after that Mental Herb at the beginning. I mean, yeah, I think we did get a bit unlucky, didn't we? Yeah, we missed the Sludge Bomb on the Smeargle before he got all of the evasion boosts that he did, and we did miss that Precipice Blade as well, but we did get the double protect. We did get the first turn wake and hit the Hypnosis on his Kangaskhan. So, what a crazy game. What an utterly crazy game. I've got to Precipice Blades. I've got to wake up here, because if I don't wake up, then he can 2-hit KO me now. Gengar will be going down, unless he does Moonblast into the Groudon. Smeargle, Sheer Cold, Groudon avoids again. Dazzling Gleam, so Gengar goes down. I'm actually quite happy with that because it means that Whimsicott gets a free switch in, and I can potentially try and cheese it with a Grass Whistle now. Groudon doesn't wake up, but it does mean we do have a 50-50 chance next turn. And if we do get the 50-50, if we do wake up and we do put the Xerneas to sleep, and he doesn't protect it, He's probably going to protect the Xerneas here, isn't he? He might not, though. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've got to Precipice Blades. Like, if I think his Xerneas is going to protect, then I could try and Grass Whistle into a Smeargle. But, I mean, how many evasion boosts has he had? So, I think I just need to hope that I do wake up and that that he doesn't protect his Xerneas. And I do need to hit this Grass Whistle as well. Wow, how many dice rolls? We hit that. He's probably Dark Voiding though. But if Groudon wakes up, then maybe we can do this. If we hit both of these precipice blades, if we wake up. We do wake up. We hit the Xerneas. Oh. And yeah, because it was slower than the Groudon, it was actually very bulky. This is not nice. Not nice. Because again, he can just Dark Void the Groudon now. I can't wake up and Grass Whistle his Smeargle, and even if I could, you know, it's pretty much a lost cause because of all these evasion boosts, but the chance is still there, I suppose. I can't believe how we're still somewhat in this game. How many times have I said, if I just hit that Smeargle, we could have won this game, and we really could have. This has been such a remarkable game, actually. I don't think we've got any choice here. I think we've just got to let Groudon go to sleep. He's probably had. I know he'd had speed boost, so we can't attack before him. He probably has had accuracy boosts at this point as well. So Groudon can wake up next turn. His Xerneas has got one turn over our Groudon, so his Xerneas could have woken up there. His Xerneas has got a 1 in 2, a 50-50 chance of waking up next turn. My Groudon has got a 1 in 3 chance of waking up this turn. I need him to stay asleep, so 1 in 2, and I need my Groudon to wake up, so 1 in 3. So again, well, if you do it, 15%, ish, isn't it? So we've still got chances. Whimsicott can wake up as well. I can't encore the Xerneas into anything useful though. But we have still got our stash, so we've got to try and wake up, or try and Grass Whistle into the Smeargle, I suppose. It wakes up. It would have been a miracle if that one had hit it. He does Sheer Cold the Groudon again. His Xerneas just firstly, do we wake up here? No, we don't. So, his Xerneas is definitely waking up next turn then, which means I can try and wake up and protect Groudon, and then try and put it to sleep again next turn. So try and protect, and do I protect Whimsicott, or do I just try and fire a Grass Whistle into the Smeargle? I don't think a Moonblast will knock the Xerneas out. It is a +2 and it is a bulky one, so I don't think there's any mileage in that. I think I've got to just try and hit this Smeargle. Groudon stays asleep anyway, so that is game over now, because he will wake up, and yeah, and he'll just knock our Groudon out. Well, what a remarkable game, and he's won on timer anyway, so yeah, wow. Yeah, so we tried to wake up, we tried to protect, but actually wasn't watching the timer there, but at least Whimsicott stays around, and we don't lose all of our Pokemon. But what a crazy game. Yeah, it's frustrating because it's another loss. At least again we've split the video, 50-50 again. But how many times did I say, just if I hit that Smeargle, we would have won the game? A Sludge Bomb, 2-3 Precipice Blades on it as well. That Smeargle for you. How many dice rolls as well? Wow. Well, that's that. We're going to go down to timer now, so battle timer. And unfortunately she lost, but an interesting game. How many rolls? Okay, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please like and share, and get it out there. If you're going to go to Worlds, then tell people at Worlds about my channel as well. That'd be good. But yeah, thank you guys, and goodbye for now. Thank you.